Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, Rain Ventures, Adventures for the Soul and Movement for the Body and Mind. Today we're going to be talking about definitely Adventures for the Soul. We got some really great clips when we went to Windrock, I can never say that, Windrock Park this past week, and I wanted to incorporate them and use them in some way, shape, or fashion. If you noticed when I talked in the separation of the channel video and what I hike in my backpack hiking solo, I mentioned that we were splitting the channel into two. Well, that's not really happening anymore. We really enjoy going and not having to focus on filming entire trails and stuff like that, but we definitely want, or I personally want, side-by-side videos on my channel. I'm just changing how I'm doing it and how I'm getting them on here. So this is a discussion, a conversational video that I like to do on my Sunday posts. And I know it's not hiking related or hiking backpack related or anything like that, but it is outdoors and it is a lot of fun. And so I wanted to discuss what I thought my favorite trails were at Windrock that we have just done, and we have done before, and there are other videos on them that are in the playlist for the old BS channel. So there's trails 33, 7, 11, 10, 12, 13, 16, and 2. If you want to try to find those videos, they are definitely going to be there. But anyways, to me, these are the best trails for a lot of fun, a lot of adventure, but still really beautiful and serene. It's not crazy difficult. Well, minus Trail 7. Trail 7 we had to winch up a certain section to avoid this one area, which you will see in one of the clips. But anyways, we'll get more into that later. For now, thank you for joining me, and let's get talking.
I made it!
I think he beats you.
Oh my God.
Alright, so this is a route that we took, and it was relatively a loop. You can do just one of the trails I mentioned. You can do them forwards, you can do them backwards, you could do the exact same route we took. You could do this one loop area that we took. You can do it the way we did it, or you can reverse the numbers and go backwards. But the way our day started, one of the first trails I want to mention is 33. There is a cool area where you're inside embankment and you're kind of just sliding down the wall. It's just a really cool trail. It's a little sketchy, but to me it's not too terrible or too horrible, and it's not a very long trail. So that would be number one. Number two, we basically took that trail to another trail, which took us to Trail 7. Trail 7, when you come up on it, you're gonna be going down first, and there's quite a few rock crawling sections, which I'm gonna have a few videos popping up here for you to see. And it's rugged, but not too rugged. You definitely need clearance. So if your vehicle is very low to the ground, I don't really recommend this trail. But if you have a vehicle similar to ours and the elevation is up, I definitely would go do it or go try it. I think you can take a Jeep on it, but I'm not entirely positive, but it would be really good for Jeeps and crawling. So you go down first, and then it's a nice little area where you're kind of on a straight away. And it's funny because you just go through this challenging section coming down, And when you hit the bottom, you're like, oh, that was probably the most difficult part of the trail. Oh, yay. And oh, this is nice and pretty or whatever, the foliage and everything. But then you start going back up and it gets pretty rocky, and you go for a little bit and then you hit a real bad area. And this is the area that we had to stop and winch all 3 vehicles up. Because if you have watched our Trail 7 video in our Polaris, timeout. Yes, we have switched vehicles. There will be a Q&A on Tuesday night at 6 for any questions that you might have for us. If this is a question or concern as to why we switched vehicles, that would be the day to ask the questions. Anyways, back on track. If you saw Trail 7's video, the Polaris did flip on this trail. We tried to go up this one area to avoid this really bad rocky area, and yeah, we laid it on its side. It's funny is that you can tell a lot of people have tried that route, and it's a little bit more dug out now. We might actually be able to make it at this point up that, but at the time, we were probably one of the first people trying to go up that. It had no other tire tracks or anything, so it was in the winter, so all leaves were down and we just couldn't get traction, and we flipped. So we went a little bit past that point to another area, which when we got the vehicle back up is where we ended up winching it up, and winched all 3 Kawasaki's up the side, and then we went up that way, and then from that point it's pretty smooth sailing. But Trail 7's really cool. If you have a winch and you want to use it, that's the place to go try it out and use it. So after Trail 7 would be Trail 11. I really love Trail 11. You've got mud holes and like some difficult areas. It's rocky, it's shaded, and well, actually it's pretty covered in the winter too. I just think Trail 11's really cool. I don't have anything bad to say, or I don't know. I just love Trail 11. Whether you do the whole thing or you do it the way we did it. So we started on Trail 11 and then we cut down Trail 10. Now Trail 10 is also another video. We named it Sketchy. Things get sketchy on Trail 10. Things are still sketchy on Trail 10. Whether you in that video we were going up, this time we were coming down, and yeah, the one green Kawasaki that my husband Taven's cousin was driving, he almost flipped because he lost traction coming down this one section. We don't have it on film. Unfortunately, we don't have any of Trail 10 from our recent trip, 12 or 13 on film, because we were just riding and we were just enjoying. But you can reference that video to kind of see what that trail looked like. But there's a lot of trees there because you have to reroute. You can't go the way the trail is. You have to take another route, which is what we did going up in Trail 10's video. We were reversing that. So that was a lot of fun. I don't think he thought it was fun that he almost flipped, but we missed it because we were in front, but my husband's parents were behind him and they actually got to see him almost roll it down an embankment on its side. That would not have been good. But I think Trail 10 is so cool because it's difficult. It's a short trail, but the challenge is so much fun, and to see how the machines just work, I don't know, it's impressive to me. So I know I'm like going off in my own little world remembering the ride the other day, but I just really like Trail 10. And it's sketchy, but I mean, other than the fact that he almost rolled it, if you're not crazy stupid, like unfortunately he kind of was in that moment. He slid and then tried to high power it out of it. Nothing really bad is gonna happen other than maybe you'll tilt into a tree or something. I don't know. I love Trail 10. So then that takes me to Trail 12. And that's another one I really, really love. It is crossing the creek just over and over again. It's so serene and so beautiful. There's multiple routes you can take on this trail that people have kind of dug out. You don't ride in the creek bed. That's a no-no, but you will cross them. There's this one area that's really difficult and rocky, and there was like 3 routes you could have taken. We went one route, and that we almost didn't make it up around this big rock, but that was one way. Taven's cousin took the middle route, and he managed to get up it, but that one looked a little hard for us because our clearance isn't as high as his. And then his parents went the easiest route out and around. So depending on the vehicle you have, there are actually other routes you can take on Trail 12 and enjoy it and see the beauty and everything in it. Regardless of clearance or machine capability, there is a way around most of the obstacles on Trail 12 and still enjoy the creek and the beauty of being down there. From Trail 12 we hit 13. 13 is just fun. It's got a lot of mud holes and water holes and bogs, and you're gonna just travel through all of that. There's a lot of rock cliffs, so if you ever ride it in the winter, I actually might have a clip of 13 in one of my videos, but unfortunately I cannot right now think of which one it is. But in the winter, there's icicles that hang off the cliffside. It's just so cool. So 13 is another one that you should definitely check out. And if you're going the route we are, you kind of have no choice but to. So from 13, that takes us to 16. There is a video on Trail 16. It's a very long trail. It has different areas where you hit gravel road and then you catch back on it. There's a waterfall on it, so we actually have, I think, 2 different videos that show the waterfall. We have one where we're showing our friends Nick and Jordan the Windrock Park, which is one of my newest ones for the side-by-side, or probably one of my only ones for the side-by-side on my revised channel. There's also a video on Trail 16 further down on the BS channel playlist. But 16's just long, awesome. It's got challenges, but it's got beauty, and it's got mud bog areas. It's got a view on it. I think 16's really awesome because it seems like you get a little bit of everything on 16. The waterfall is awesome, obviously awesome. Who doesn't like a waterfall? There are times though, if it's not been raining hard, when you go check it out, it's just going to be this little stream coming down the side of the rocks. But even still, it's so pretty and so neat to go check out. Anyways, and then we ended up back on Trail 2 because we did 16 backwards. And Trail 2 is just fun because pretty much any machine can go on it. And I have a video within the BS channel playlist on Trail 2 that it's fun for everybody and all vehicles and kids, and it's just a cool trail. Trail 2 has also got a really big mud boggy area, which is what is shown in the very front clip with Taven's dad going through it and getting owned. And then showing it here now with Brennan going through it and the other Kawasaki and punching through those mud bogs. But anyways, those are my favorite trails we have done yet. Doesn't matter which route you take, if you do all of one or part of one or connect those any way you want. To me, and I don't know if it's because I'm not a crazy driver where I want to do these obstacles that are going to make my vehicle flip, which we have done those obstacles, and for me it's very stressful. I don't want to be worried the whole time, and I don't want to do challenges that we're going to be spending money and damaging the machine more. I want to go have fun and do challenges and get in sketchy situations. That's fine. But I also want to feel safe in knowing that it's not going to get that bad. We're not doing things that are that stupid. So I like the challenge, but I really like to go enjoy the beauty and have a good time too. And not know all the way home we have to buy a new part, we have to do this, oh man. It's just not worth it at that point. And I know there's a lot of people out there that probably disagree with me, that their whole goal is to go out and do the most difficult thing and roll their vehicle down I don't know what. And that's fine if that's what you have your machine like set up and built to do, and you're good with fixing things all the time, that's fine. Do you? But for me, and I think I would think my husband feels the same way. He likes to just go and enjoy himself and not have that stress. So those to me are the best trails for beauty and fun and being outside and just enjoying life. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful for you in one way, shape, or form or another. Please like and subscribe. If it was, I will be doing more side-by-side videos. It's just going to be more of a vlog setting. It's not going to be doing whole trails. It's going to show bits and clips of certain parts of things that we have done, or a day that we have done, or a place that's new that we have gone to in a quick video. Anyways, and I'll probably do another one like this if we go to new places, like if we go to the Badlands, or what's the other place we went to recently? Sundisk or Royal Blue. I will try to remember the trails we've been on and which ones I thought were the most enjoyable, and throw those clips on here for you guys to go check out if that's what you're into. Anyways, like I said before, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next adventure. Bye.